What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How your mom and them?
Howdy.
We rushed. We made it on here eventually.
No, I wasn't rushing.
I got busy doing other stuff, so it's like, man, my camera's backwards. I don't like that. It's
You mean it's
backwards. Yeah, when I go left, it goes right. I don't know how that happened.
Hello, Harry. Dire thing.
I don't like it.
Scott. Jason. Bill. Linda.
Mirror my video. Let me switch that. I'll go left, right. That works. That's the way it should be. You got worried? I know I didn't get the show thing up until like the last second, so sorry about that. But it's on now.
It's on now, Scott. We just have to deal with the aftermath.
Yeah, the basement got flooded. It basically took out the freezer, the scooter. I don't know about the generators yet because I haven't hooked them up. What did I buy this week? Our backgrounds don't mix well. You're right about that, trash bag. Let's put a little water with that electricity. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I did get the I showed this big square power station, then I showed the skinny one. I got the backpack for the skinny one, and I'm gonna tell you something. That backpack is huge. But it is very comfy. It's a lot lighter than a paramotor, I'll tell you that. So I won't have problems carrying it around my back. But the plan for that is to have that power station and the Starlink, everything on my back so I can be mobile with it. Laptop, camera, I could go do a live broadcast anywhere. Wow, that you just watched that cloud chucker? Man, you had to dig to find that. And most of my videos from way back are gone forever. So unfortunately, only in people's memories at this point. I'll show y'all that book bag in a minute. I can't really show you the lighter I just got. I thought it was cool. The crazy Russian hacker was talking about it. Because the fan's blowing right on me. I can try and turn it off.
Bill, we were letting it dry out. We don't know if it works yet.
I saw that video too, Scott. I shared it with a friend of mine that rides jet skis. I don't know if he's watched it yet. But yeah, I saw that video. They're $3,800 and that's before shipping, just so you know. So I didn't find it on Temu though. I found it on Alibaba. I couldn't find them on Temu. So this lighter, you flip the switch up and it lights up, and then to light it, you shake it. Which, like I said, it may not work since the fan's right here, but there we go. Boom, fire. You don't have to flick. You just shake the lighter and it lights up. Which it's got a plasma thing in the top. You can see it. And then all the way across that are holes for the flame. I mean, I don't smoke cigarettes, so I don't really need a lighter. But, yeah, see, it's trying to light and the wind's blowing it out. There we go. Definitely not a windproof lighter, that's for sure. Well, as far as the scooter goes, the e-scooter that I got, it did come on, so I thought everything was fine. So I tried to take it for a test drive up the street. I made it about 5 seconds up the road and it started jerking and then it just shut off. So I was like, okay, that's a good enough hint to tell me it is not time yet. And this was like the day or the next, maybe the second day after it had flooded. So I thought maybe everything was dried out, but it was not. I end up taking
it was the very next day.
Yeah, the cover off the front of it and turning the scooter up on its front wheel so that any water was in there could drain out. And there's been a fan blowing inside the internals ever since. It's probably fine now, but I just wanted to make sure it's completely dry. Harry, we're unclear what all we had to lose. No,
yes,
we do not.
We've lost stuff.
Yeah, we don't know what we lost, but
Tony, here's the problem. Okay, our basement is technically not a basement. We are on an elevated crawl space. Our entire house was surrounded by water. So even if we had a sump pump, where are we going to pump it to?
Yeah.
Right back out the vent into the lake. So it's just gonna yeah.
Yeah, it was flooded all the way around 360. There was no hey, we can just go right, but what, 4 or 5 houses up, they were dry. So
Yeah.
go figure. We caught the deep end of it. It's kind of funny because my next door neighbor to my left, who had even deeper, anywhere to the left of me, flooded even higher. So her trash can ended up past her. She don't have a fence in her backyard, so it passed her where her fence should be, over the creek, over by the farm, hooked up in the barbed wire. So I decided to go rescue her trash can. I tried to walk over there. I put on rain boots that come up to my, almost my knees. And when I stepped in the backyard, the water was so deep it went above the rain boots down into my rain boots. So yeah, the water was deep, put it that way.
It was probably, I'd say, a foot deep in the backyard. It came up maybe an inch over our flood vents.
Well, you say a foot deep, but I think the boots are at least that tall. So I would say a little more than that. But
well,
anyways.
yeah, but you've got the little handles to pull them up, so it went through those holes. I was watching.
So I jumped over the fence and waded through the water to try and go rescue her trash can. I took a broom with me. The problem with it, I took one step too far and realized that my foot was no longer touching ground. I was about to go into that big creek that was full of water. So
Christina.
I stuck the broom handle down and it just kept on going. And I was like, yeah, that's too deep. So I came back home and got some string and tied to the broom. Well, this is when I was rescuing my, basically it's like a mini swimming pool.
Linda.
Not the hot tub. The hot tub did float around in the backyard. It floated around, but, cause it didn't have any water in it. I was rescuing my raft thing, so I hooked the broom to some string, threw the broom, got it to land on the other side of the raft, and pulled it back to me. Then I went to get her trash can. After the flooding had gone down, I took the mini bike all the way around to the school, the gas mini bike, and got a hold of her trash can and realized I don't want to try and drag this all the way back, carrying it behind me on a mini bike, so I threw the trash can over the creek into her backyard and then drove all the way back around, put it back on her back porch. And then the next day or so, she came up on our porch and wrote me a nice little card thanking me for rescuing her trash can and gave me a bag of Snickers. I didn't even know she knew I did it. I just did it to be nice, but somehow I guess she saw me when I was.
Because if he didn't go get it, it would have been out in the river. Because
it would have been gone.
That creek is technically a very large ditch that runs from the river behind all of our houses for the excess water to go. It was full. So hold on. No, the horses did not get flooded because their pens are on the other side of the field. The water didn't go that high. No, we are not on stilts. We are on an elevated crawl space. So underneath our house is just cinder block walls.
Yes, the slushy machine was not in the basement.
Yeah. And Cloud Chucker, the water in the basement was probably only about 4 inches deep.
They were Snicker minis, Creed, the little bitty square Snickers. It's still nice that she saw that I did that and decided to bring over something. That was nice for her to do. So
we don't have to buy our trash cans. We just call the city. She doesn't have a camera though. That's the weird thing, Stina.
The freezer, now there's a relay that starts a compressor on the freezer, right? This is said relay. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but this side is burnt pretty bad. That's where the water got to it, and this arced like you wouldn't believe. Every time I tried to turn it on, I just heard with a bright flash, and I
It
bought another
sounded like a
relay.
transformer blowing.
After I let this thing dry out, I still couldn't get this one plug out. It's still in there. Bought another relay, installed it, and it was running so quiet. I thought it was still broken, but I let it run for an hour, went back down there. Ice started to show up again in the freezer. It is now frozen again, but the food in there, unfortunately, I don't think it made it. It was soft and mushy. And when it's supposed to be frozen solid, that's not a good thing.
So I think like my monkey bread and stuff like that'll be fine.
I mean, we had honey baked ham that was vacuum sealed in there. It's got to be bad.
Yeah, I don't.
There's no way. What's up, Will?
Yeah, so that's got to be emptied. I know all my Christmas ornaments got damaged.
Yeah.
Not the cupcakes because those are in their own box that was sitting on top of something.
At least one big 3x5 painting got destroyed, or I know it got wet, so it's probably destroyed.
I had all my Christmas ornaments that I just got in a canvas organizer, but all the inserts are cardboard, so it just absorbed all that water. Now, there were already boxes of stuff down there that mice had gotten into that I didn't realize that needed to be chucked anyway. Now it's soaking wet. So
yeah, them boxes are from 2 houses ago. So we haven't even went through them boxes. That was back when I lived out on that giant piece of land where, field mice, they like to come around. So I'm sure there was a couple that got in a couple of them boxes, and ain't no telling. Most of that is junk anyway that probably needed to be thrown away. Hey, John Wayne, how you doing? Hope everything's going good.
I mean, I had, like, in the back corner where the flood vents were, I have 2 baskets that I had in my old house that had just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in there.
Right.
I've got 2 Kodak cameras down there somewhere. So hopefully they were far enough on top of the stuff in the basket. Yeah, well, we are in a flood zone, which is why our house is raised. Everybody's house pretty much is raised except for a couple people. The house.
Munchkin already said if Stina's cupcakes got wet, I'm going to be pissed, and we have not verified it yet. So
yes, they're in a separate box. They were not in the red thing.
So they didn't get messed up. Thank God.
I showed it to him, Creed.
Yes, I saw it, Creed. That's awesome, man. I like that.
Our plan is it's not really waterlogged now. It kind of dried out. He went down there and sucked some up with the shop vac, but so the plan is tomorrow to go down there after he cuts the grass in the backyard. While I'm drinking my coffee and contemplating, is to just start pulling everything out of the basement. Now, there's one section that is under our bedroom that has no floor, okay? So I think I'm just going to start chucking all the stuff that's going to get thrown away in that section. That way we can clean up. Creed, yes, we are going to they sell those at Costco or at Sam's Club. That are made to go.
Which I wanted to do anyway. There's not a lot of room, and I can't put anything on the top shelf because
we can't go as tall as
the floor is too high. The floor is too low, I should say. So I only get 3 shelves of room, which is basically 6 totes per rack, but it's better than nothing. So I can put smaller stuff up top.
What I want to do is, aside from also getting that rack like Creed had to slide the totes in, there is a workbench in there, but we also have a very old dresser that the drawers, I don't know if we can get the drawers back in there. If we can't get that functioning, I want to get rid of it and get cinder blocks. just to put around the edges. That way, when we put the freezer back and it's empty, I want to put it up on cinder blocks. That way, if it does flood again, the water can flow through the holes in the cinder blocks, but everything is raised up in the air. Again, a lot of it is junk. My Christmas ornaments are going to be a pain in the ass because most of them are glass, and I've already gotten rid of my old storage for them. So I have nowhere to put them until I can get a replacement.
Nice, Dina.
As long as the generators still work, he's got the freezer working. There was nothing in there to me that was sentimental enough that is going to be devastating.
Yeah, I had most of the electronic stuff was off the floor. There were like, I had a couple of crates of tools down there, but they're okay to get wet. I didn't have like drills or anything that had batteries that could get wet.
It's not salt water, it's fresh water, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Hey, Angela.
Hello.
Hi,
Let me show you all this backpack. I want you to see how big this thing is.
While he's doing that,
but
relative to other people's flood damage, this is not. I mean, the house is raised for a reason. I've seen the water get high, just not high enough to cover the flood vents. But it's a good lesson because if we ever do get a hurricane that comes through here, we'll be ready, and all that shit will be up off the floor, so it won't be an issue. My cat was super concerned. She kept going from the front window to the back window and yelling at me like, I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be surrounded by water. And when Steve went out in the backyard,
I'm really losing my mind. That. Okay, never mind.
She had her paws up in the window yelling at him like, come back, don't go out there, it's not safe.
Okay, here's the top of the backpack. So it's this big, which
it looks bigger in person.
It is pretty big. So on the side here.
No, Angela.
Oh, if I can unzip this, I'll show y'all. Power station is right there. So I can, this actually has a Velcro strap so you can hold this up. And there's the front of the power station right there. It also has, this thing has so many compartments that ain't even funny. So this middle compartment is for like camera equipment, drone stuff, whatever you want to put in there. The other side, you can put a laptop right here. This is all padded. You can set this one up. This one locks, by the way, the one where you can put your camera gear. It has a combination lock on the top. Then in front of that is probably where I'll put the Starlink itself. This spot I think is made, I just opened the same one. Dadgummit. Too many containers on this. This one if I can grab the right zipper, I still got the tags on this and everything. Where am I? I have half of it open. I don't know what I did wrong. Oh.
I did, Scott.
I see what I did wrong. So this one will probably have the Starlink, which it has a nice container in there, and it can literally fit right here in this square. No problemo. Now, the cool other thing about this is it has straps in the front. It's got clips on the bottom if you want to carry a sleeping bag or something like that. But it's got these straps here, here, here. It's got an actual GoPro mount right here on this strap. It comes built in right there. There's a cold shoe for a GoPro. So when you put this on, if I didn't hit myself on the head, it has a chest strap this is so similar to putting a paramotor on. And then it has these that come around the side. Even if you're fat like me, as you can tell, this comes around and buckles around your waist. So like all the weight is pulled off your back. Look how big this backpack is. I mean, it does not look like, oh, I'm just carrying a little bit. This is the bigger one of the two. This is the hands-free 2. There's also a hands-free 1, but this one's 768 watt hours, which is double what the small pack that I was using at the fly-in does. And then the other one is 1,024 that I got. So, but it comes off really easy. Yeah, that's and it's real nice, and it's blue because I like blue. So just a really big backpack. The thing has to be about 3 feet tall. Scuba hat is an innie. Yes. Oh, did my innie show? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show my bad belly button.
Hey, Walter. Yeah, Angela, we didn't get any pictures of our house, but the ones I posted on Facebook are from our front porch, and then you can see the one that's looking off to the right of our house, and then the backyard.
Yeah, I mean,
I was trying to share the screenshots, but for some reason, Lightshot won't upload to printscreen.com. So
you can kind of see right here, the water. You can't tell from the picture. The water is up on the back door. This picture's too bright to be able to see. Right there, it's only up about an inch above the doorway. But even at that point, it's too much to open the door because it would just rush all that water in there. You give up where she's playing the piano. Is that the library part, Cloud Chucker? Yeah, it's not that hard. I can show you. I told you to watch a video. You'd be surprised. Look up Little Nightmares 2, teacher playing or classroom or wherever, and it'll show you how to get through that part. I thought they were giving away Little Nightmares 3 for free. It was just a demo, which I've already played and beat, and then it showed up on my Xbox like I bought the game. I was like, I didn't buy this. And then you click on it and it goes, oh, this is free trial. You can click here to buy the full game. And I was like, oh, they got me. They want me to buy the whole game. So, no, it's not really about doing it fast through the library part. It's just doing it correctly without knocking stuff over to alert the teacher. That's the hard part. But there's a way to do it. You can make a sound somewhere else to make the teacher go away, and then you can get past her. Until you get to the part where you have to jump up on the books, and you have to hide because her neck is reaching around looking for you. That's when it gets hard. She's playing a piano. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that part, Cloud Chucker. If that's the very beginning, I forgot what I did on that one. That one I didn't get stuck on. The one that got me the most was when you're in the library. Or it looks like a library, a bunch of books. That's the hard one. The one where she's playing the piano, I think is in the classroom. And that one's not hard. I just can't remember what it was. I'd have to play through it again to figure it out. Or just skip to that scene. Bill H is always in the house, and Walter's here from tomorrow. How you doing, Walter? I did notice another thing for the people that did have interest in Starlink. They started offering Starlink, and I think they just started this today. Oh, that's where you're stuck, Will? Yeah, that one took me a while to figure that out, actually. Because I kept getting, every time I would run back towards over the bookcase, she would catch me. And I was trying different things to make where the book wouldn't fall to set her off, but there's a way to do it. Yeah, I'll have to play it again. I don't even know if I recorded it or what, but it takes a while to figure out. So Starlink now You know, their kits were like 165 bucks, I think, for Starlink standard. And then the mini, you know, they dropped it from 499 down to 299, which is a good deal. But residential service, if you live way out in the sticks where all your internet's slow and all you can get from the cable company is slow internet, then Starlink might be a good choice for you guys. Now they're offering you don't pay any money for the hardware. You rent it, but it's free rent. So the only time they would charge you is if you canceled service and stopped paying the bill, then they would charge you for the equipment. Or you move or something within the first year, they would get you that way too. There's a couple of rules. But I think the service is $80 a month for that, for residential light, I think is what they call it. I think it's still unlimited service. I'm not sure. Now, the roam service that I got is either $50 a month for 50 gigs or $165 for unlimited. The only time that would be worth it to me is when I'm a fly in, I would run unlimited and then let whoever wants to join on the Starlink, boom, boom. I did get the little mini router so I can make the signal even stronger all around the whole fly in. So, because the router they built into the dish itself is not that strong. So if you're not near the dish, you won't get internet. So that's why I got the mini router. It can connect to the dish and then spread out its signal from there, and it'll cover everybody. I still want to, but before the end of this month is up, take the Starlink and go out to Virginia Beach or something and just do a live from out there using this battery, this book bag with the Starlink, everything hooked up, and a laptop, and do it live and see how well it works on YouTube and whatnot, which would be pretty cool just to see. Because normally you can't do that off just whatever cell phone signal you get. I have not played trying, whatever that is. Well, head on out for your fish fry, Tony. I like he put Tony.
Y'all later.
What else is going on? The main thing now that we have to do, because whatever got wet in the basement just has that mildewish water smell to it. So it's all got to be cleared out, refreshenized. And once it's cleared out good, I'll have room to move around there, which would be nice. I could even have a heater down there or something since it's about to get cold, and actually get some work done. As long as my health stays good enough to do that. I can't believe my neighbor came back over today wanting to buy back the zero-turn lawnmower. I'm like, seriously? I wouldn't have bought it if I planned on selling it right back to you.
Right.
Number two, he's not even going to need it. What? This is probably the last time we have to cut grass this year.
I doubt that very seriously.
Maybe one more. Oh, man. 250 years. Yes. Awesome, Will. I wasn't sure if it was 250 this year or not. Thought it was last year, but maybe it is.
I don't know why I can't get Light Shot to work all of a sudden.
209. There you go, Creed. Man, 209, I look like a chicken stalk. Just charge. That's what I almost said that's what Queen said. Wow. That's what Munchkin said. Charge him to mow his lawn. I'm like, man, I'll go over there and cut it for you for $30, whatever, you know. He said, I'm tired of using the push mower. When I bought that mower from him, he said within the next week he was going to buy a stand behind mower, and he never did. So that means he took and blew that money and did not buy a stand behind mower, and that's his fault, not mine.
I mean, he does have 2 kids.
He does. Yeah, 209 that's my like absolute lowest that I could go and wait without looking unhealthy. Marines are a department of the Navy. Correct. One more seat left in the mod heist that we've lost the last 8 times we've done it. November 9th is your birthday. Well, I won't remember that, Creed, because I got some timers. There's no way. I'll try. You can remind us. See, right now it's 57 degrees outside, which is a little cool. It's one of those temperatures where you don't have to really worry about running the AC. And since Munchkin still has our bedroom window open,
because it's glorious out.
There you go.
You weren't supposed to notice that.
I worked on a pod system today. Somebody brought it. They were like, I heard you fix things. I was like, yeah. So what happened was this particular pod system is not supposed to be taken apart. USB-C charging. It's just a straight stick. Look like the old, what are those ones that they came out with that started the big uproar? And those pods, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember.
Anyways, y'all know whatever them pods were, and they tried to stop them. The Julies? Yeah, I think that's it.
Jules?
Yeah, the Jewel. That's it. It looked
really
like a
call
jewel.
That a pod. But...
And it had broken loose. There's 2 wires that go up to the pod itself that hook to 2 studs. And then those studs in turn had one of the legs of the coil soldered to each other side. At the very bottom of the pod is where the battery is and the part of the system that detects when you're inhaling to make it turn on. So I tried my best to solder that thing. It would not. It's just the wires that come off the coil were so dirty, and I had no sandpaper or anything to clean those. And literally, you were talking microscopic. I had my goggles on, which I brought to work, and a soldering iron, and I couldn't get them to solder because they were just too dirty. I even tried scraping it with a knife, just like back and forth to clean them. Couldn't get it enough to where it would accept solder. So what I ended up doing was just putting a big enough solder glob on those posts to where it laid on top of the wire and made connection and made it work again. And I was like, here you go. Do not pull on it again or you will break it. But it works now. I didn't even know it was working until I tried to hit it and then figured out it was working.
Yeah, she thought that was hilarious. She's like, he said, I'm gonna go see if I can fix it. And then I heard him dying. She's like full on hacking up a lung, coughing in the hallway.
Yeah, that particular pod was one of those special pods, should I say. And I really didn't think it didn't have a nasty flavor. It had really no flavor to it, which is why I didn't know it was working. I'm trying to look down at it to see if the light came on. The light did come on, but then when I exhaled, I saw some vapor come out and I was like, hey, it's working. And then I was like, whoa, yeah, it's working all right. And then I was like, give him back this thing. And I swear I was still buzzing. Almost an hour later when I got home, I was like, man, I'm a weakling. But yeah, that stuff, whatever that is strong. I tell you, I was like, man, just go buy another one. That was honestly too hard to even. If it was me, maybe I would fix it, but anybody else, they'd just throw it away and buy another one. It wasn't worth it. Take that thing apart, try and resolder all those connections.
Yeah, the guy he fixed it for is like super sweet though. He really wants to come work for us.
Ooh,
So
nice, Ozman.
he's been laying it on thick. So like he brought us donuts a couple weeks ago. And then yesterday was one of the other paralegals' 2-year anniversaries. And it was my 9-year anniversary. So he came in and he brought me um a half a dozen hot pink roses, a bottle of bourbon, some chocolate, and the spiked whipped cream that
Yes,
you can.
Scott.
Yeah.
Cloud Chucker, they made a new top side. Is the V4 old or is that something new they just did? Because I didn't know they were still
No,
gonna make a top side.
it's far too quiet in here for that, Scott.
Yeah, we get to come back where it's nice and quiet. So there is a new version topside. Well, that gum, man, I'm really out of the vape game.
Their
Wow.
poor dog is like addicted to the chaos because you would think that she would have been happy to come here where it's quiet and no one's messing with her and just being a general nuisance. But I did not know a dog could tell you without speaking English, I'm bored. But within an hour of her being here, she's flopping around on the couch and huffing and sighing and just looking at me and whimpering. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. We're boring.
Yeah.
No, that one hit was no comparison to the butter.
I think this was the light I was referring to before. I need the tripod though, so um I wonder if this thing's still. I have not powered this on in God knows how long, so it may not work. Nope, it did. There's supposed to be a battery on the well. Okay, never mind. Supposed to plug it in, but it does have a spot for a battery. I never bought the batteries. I just use the power plug, wherever that may be. So, but I do like this little tripod. This will be perfect for the Starlink. Just set it up on there. Boom. Once I get the other piece, which I don't know when or if I'm ever going to order that. Chat is saved. Hooray. John Q is in the house. All right. I
Well,
like that.
hello, John Q.
Oh, the butter. Yeah, I mean, we did speak about the butter after that because it did give me a flashback. And I was like, man, what do they put in that stuff to make it so strong? That's crazy.
The butter?
No, just in general, all the new stuff that comes out now is very strong. It's no joke.
It's just better strains to where you get more crystal and not as much leaf
Yeah.
and seeds and stem.
So these are some good Velcro pads. They're dual-sided 3M, so you know it's good glue. I got a whole pack of these things. This is what I was going to reattach that adapter for my helmet, but if I'm going to end up hooking up Bluetooth, which I only got one
I
good
don't
video
want you
with
on me.
really good sound, I got to figure out exactly how I did that so I can recreate it for the future because that worked great. Yeah, it was Will. It had more than just CBD in there, I'm sure. You want me to cheek it, Cloud Chucker? Let me cheek it.
Well, no, not CBD. The butter they make is fucking pure THC.
Version
Ain't,
4.
ain't no CBD to it.
It looks identical to what it was before. I mean, it looks like they added a USB-C port. That door looks the same. I mean, maybe it's different. Wow. Yeah, I got so many of those. If there was a big design change, then I'd probably be like, yeah, I probably need one of those. But that looks basically identical to the last ones. What is this? Try Gemini. I know I don't want to try Gemini. I like the butter. I like butter. It's delicious on toast. It is.
I wouldn't want that. Not anymore,
Not
John
that
Q,
butter.
but it was.
Hello, Scorp.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go change clothes. My pants are cutting me in half.
Yeah, not right now, John Q. All the
Ow.
water has subsided. I was able to actually cut the front yard today. The backyard is scheduled for tomorrow. I needed to get more gas for the zero turn, and I didn't feel like going to the gas station today, so I cut the front, which left me a little gas, but I know I'm going to need more for the backyard, so I'll go get gas tomorrow, cut the whole backyard, and then start going through that basement and just chunking stuff left and right until I can make lots of room to get in and out of there. I want to be able to just roll that mini bike in there, roll the scooter in there, and park it anywhere. There's lots of room. Once I get the stuff off the floors up onto the edges, it'll be plenty of room in there. It's just very unorganized. When we moved in here, we did it quick, and we just threw stuff wherever. It needs to be redone big time. And now it's not hot or cold, so I got no excuse about the weather. So we can get it done. The Guar 21, 2 million puffs. Damn, Creed. The Guars are great. I never had a problem with the Guars. I really like those. I really like that Tinker, the Tinker 2, just because of the paint job on it. Paint job on the Tinker 2 is really good. It's got that color changing paint that's like turns purple and blue. Those are nice. You know what? When I was looking for butane for this lighter, that turned out to be way more difficult than I thought. You used to could go almost any store and buy butane. I guess that's not the case anymore. I went to 3 stores. Then the 4th one I went to was Kroger. Kroger didn't have it on the aisles, but I went to the service desk and I saw that they had a can of Zippo butane, but she didn't offer me that. She had another box that said premium butane that looked all fancy. And I was like, well, that one's got the adapter tips on the top, so I'll take that one. Turns out I didn't even need an adapter. The can goes straight in here, no problem. So, but at least I got a can of butane. That was way too expensive for one can of butane, $9. I mean, I remember buying those for like $3, $3 or $4 tops for a can of butane. Now it's $9, or at least there it was. But I didn't feel like searching anymore, so it was worth it to be able to just get it and go.
Take it and go.
Right, John Q? They should. I did not stop. The only gas station that I was nearby was not a gas station I would want to stop at because there's a security guard sitting out front of the door. There's bars on the windows. Yeah, I don't know.
Ghetto adjacent.
Yeah.
So there are certain places that you should not go at night.
I'll show you, Ozman. The lighter doesn't do anything until you flip the switch up. Then it's on. And that switch has got a hard click. Then you shake it and it lights up, which the wind, once again, is screwing with it.
No, I'm not racist at all, because there's a gas station over by the trailer park. I wouldn't go next to that at night either.
So, yeah, and you can turn this down, and it's USB-C charging. So they're like $18 on Amazon. This one's the carbon fiber one. They have one that's just solid black also, but I do like that it lights up where the fluid is, so you can see how much fluid you got left, and it kind of looks rainbowish in there, which I know y'all can't see on the camera, but it does. Cool lighter. I don't smoke, so I won't need it for anything important, maybe burning a string off of something. So there you go. And I have yet to get in here and start moving all of my files from my main drive over to that 14 terabyte drive because just I keep forgetting to do it.
John Q, the certain gas stations around here, there's going to be somebody out there that's looking for money, and that might steal your watch or your wallet.
Yeah.
Or you might get hit in a drive-by or altercation. the gas station over by the trailer park, you're likely to get assaulted by somebody that either claims you're looking at their man with his two teeth and his dirty white tank top, or that same man saying you're looking at his woman who is 400 pounds in Cookie Monster pajamas with four teeth. So, yeah, just try to stay away from certain areas.
Yeah, which I don't ever see because we usually don't even go out at night. We just stay in the house. So any weird things that happen at night out there, I don't know it. They don't come to my door, so I don't worry about it. That's the way it goes. Even though my neighbor did scare the crap out of me while I was cutting grass in the backyard. I only cut a small section out of the backyard before I put the lawnmower up just so I'd have some room. And he showed up in the backyard and scared the crap out of me because you can't hear anything while you're cutting grass.
Not critical at all, Creed. Honest. I mean, yeah. We've got some nice trailer parks around here. We've got some that are not so nice. My sister used to live there. I've met some of those people. I'm good. It kind of, Roger. Going to Walmart at 2, 3 in the morning or any time of day. Yeah, it's a pretty good slice of what we're dealing with in some of the worst off areas around here.
I can't get confused on which one are the new iPods because it says Scuba Steve on those. Even though that showed up in reverse for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are pretty angry. There was actually a dude that got shot a couple years ago outside of 7-Eleven because some guy held the door open for his girlfriend and home dude didn't like it. And he looked exactly the way you would think he would. You know, the guy with a beer in his hand with 3 teeth in a dirty tank top yelling at the cops.
So yeah, it was really surprising to see all that water in the yard. Made me really want a boat to be able to float up and down the street and laugh at everybody else that couldn't get out of their house. Actually, it was only half the street, so yeah. I could have only really pedaled around the very end of the cul-de-sac, and that's it. Anywhere other than that, it would have got stuck.
Norfolk is further, they're closer to sea level than we are. And now the water doesn't get very high there, but it covers everything. So I showed him a video of some people in Norfolk that were kayaking down the street and pulled up to an apartment complex where everybody was outside drinking in the driveway, and made them a mixed drink and sent them on their way in their little kayaks. But they flood. Somebody spits out their window in Norfolk and it floods. So
I don't think the mod heist. I don't think enough people was in the car. So
see, I never carried a Zippo because you can't take bong hits with a Zippo. I mean, you could, but it's going to taste nasty.
There we go.
Oh, damn, you got the last seat, you bastard.
Well, I mean, nobody would do it, so that's what I did. I mean, even though we're probably going to die again, the sex pond turned into a freaking sex lake for a little while there.
Yeah, it floated around.
We got buried alive.
He destabilized the stack of Amazon boxes.
That is a possibility here, dire thing, without a doubt.
Not this time, because I cleaned the house out of all of the boxes and recycling and all that stuff and took it down to the
There is many
trash.
Amazon boxes still. I
Mhm.
mean, they're mostly in use, but I do have a lot. Way
It's
too
not
much
it's
Amazon
not the
stuff.
rash. You don't want your weed to taste like lighter fluid.
Tomorrow, I think Amazon has 13 deliveries to this house. 13.
God damn.
Yep.
I only have one coming, and that's Jeff's boss's day gift.
I
What the fuck did you order, sir?
I can tell you.
It's
So
probably
coming
boring
tomorrow,
shit.
one of them is a trim kit for the car, just because we have that one tool and I don't think that's enough. I need to pop out that microphone piece in my car because it's bad
No,
and
I'm
put a
not
new
either
one.
anymore, John Q.
So, then something you ordered, which is the coffee and the espresso cups.
Yeah.
Then I have the microphone part that I was talking about. Then I bought those metal spade connectors that go on the freezer because the ones that are on there now are kind of loose and I wanted the right size. Got those. The fireplace stuff you ordered, the
That's
plates you
not
ordered.
coming here. The plates were delivered today. The fireplace stuff is being delivered tomorrow to Gloria's house.
Okay. Oh, I'm not done. I have one foldable magnetic tray that holds bolts and nuts. It's in orange. Then I also have a purple one coming, along with a new case for the iPhone, along with a test light that also has a digital display for how many volts is running through said thing. I have a RV 1/4 inch adapter so that you could screw in whatever uses the 1/4 inch adapter, camera, whatever. Another multimeter, another non-contact AC voltage tester pin. I think that's it.
You buy boring shit.
It was those were all cheap things. They were on Amazon Haul, so I got stuff. I mean, that was 20
I
bucks for both
bought
those things.
some bamboo sheets that I've been hunting for bamboo sheets on Amazon. They're very expensive, right? So they're like, "Hey, you can get these for like $50." Till you click on queen size, and yes, I want a top sheet, please. Can I have the entire set? Um, and then it jumps to like 90, right? He's got 2 Dr. Pepper shirts.
Yep.
Um,
This
so
is this is a
Tick
risky biscuit shirt, but I do have Dr. Pepper
TikTok
shirts.
had bamboo sheets. Now, my only concern about them is it did say when it said fiber content, it said bamboo. So all the other ones that I was seeing that were cheap were bamboo rayon blend. So we'll see, but they were $40 for a queen set instead of 90. And then I bought and I bought new pillows because mine is mine is the cheap memory foam, which is the shredded stuff. Every once in a while, I'll take the case off of it to wash it in addition to the pillowcase. And the material that covers the memory foam is starting to disintegrate, so I lose pieces of my pillow every time I take it apart to wash it. Um, so I bought brand new pillows, and I need extra pillowcases for them.
Bill, you brought up a bad memory for me because I let a buddy of mine use my trolling motor, which is a gas-powered trolling motor. Really nice one, actually. And he had an inflatable raft because he had a pond behind his house, which we could fish out of. I did not have a pond at my house, so I let him use my motor. He put my motor on his boat and went out in the middle of the lake and then proceeded to, I don't know what he did. He didn't have the motor tight, and the motor came off the boat and sank to the bottom of the pond. So I never saw the motor again. But, I mean, I didn't have a pond or boat, really. I know I bought a boat. I probably left it with him. He probably still has that boat.
All right, let me ask you a question. If you did not have a boat,
Yeah.
how and why were you in possession of a trolling motor to begin with?
Um, because I did have a boat, but I don't know if I'm the one that bought it or I'm pretty sure I bought that boat. He had his own, but I think he used my boat when he went out. Which mine was, it was a blow up pontoon type boat. Had a real strong back piece on there. I forget what that's called. But it would hold that motor no problem. He just didn't have it on there tight and it came off.
Well, I mean, John, I do plan on washing them first. So.
Transom. There you go. Thank you. Why couldn't I think of transom?
I don't know.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that. It's Friday, my brain don't work so well.
To start throwing shit away. Because that basement irritates the fuck out of me every time I go in it. Because whenever I give Steve something to go put this in the basement, you know how he puts stuff in the basement? He opens the door and chucks it in the front.
I don't chuck it.
And then shuts the door. Okay, you lay it gently down 1 foot in front of the door.
No.
So everything is piled in front of the door. Or instead of like my Christmas tree. So this is one time I can be thankful that he didn't do what I told him to do, because he just tossed it on the top of a bunch of shit to the left instead of putting it at the back of the basement where the rest of the Christmas stuff was. It would have been on the floor. No, I don't. I'll do it when he's not looking, John Q. I'm getting rid of so much shit tomorrow. It's going to make his head spin. I'm stoked.
Not happy about that.
You'll survive. Just think of it this way. I'm not scared of mice and snakes.
You're right.
I'm not afraid of mice and snakes.
Hoarders don't throw away. Well, then I'm not a hoarder because I threw away a lot.
He doesn't have a choice. We're throwing it out. And just think of it this way. You have hobbies that you want to do. You want to be able to play with your new toys. You cannot because you don't have any room down there.
Right.
So just think of it.
I'm willing to part with a lot of stuff.
You'll have space to move around, and you'll be able to access the actual top of the workbench and use it.
Oh, where you got your paramotors unorganized?
Like unorganized. It bothers me.
I do keep a lot of space right where the paramotor goes, but the rest of the basement is overloaded with stuff in the way.
It's a clusterfuck.
That's why it's there, actually, because that's the only spot where there's room. I mean, my air compressor is sitting up on top of a dresser or something, which it doesn't need to be. And that needs to be changed. I still have to spin the freezer back around because it's backwards right now.
That big ass dresser, right? I'm fairly certain we could probably cut into that where the slots are. For the drawers and turn that into a workbench. You could put your paramotor up on top of that because it's next to the wall away from the vents.
Yeah, Bill, I have entirely too much stuff. I mean, to my credit, I threw 3 40-yard dumpsters full of stuff away when I moved from Georgia. No. Was it? Yeah, it was 3. Up to Virginia. I threw almost my whole life away. And I still have a lot that I still needed to go through.
One dumpster. Now, the crap you left behind.
Okay, yeah, the 3 dumpsters was before I moved to that house, and then I only got 1 40-yard for that, but that's because I didn't have enough time. I had a week.
But we filled that motherfucker up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we filled it up. Still so much left.
Yeah. It's just stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just stuff.
Bye, Walter.
And good night, Walter. And 90% of it is stuff he does not need. Nor touch, nor mess with. He's got a box of old ass Xboxes that he won't get rid of because they work. Okay, well, are you going to use them? No. You going to sell them? No, because nobody wants old ass Xboxes. Then throw them away. I don't care if they work. They're taking up space.
Yeah.
throw them out. Take them up to Goodwill and drop them off.
There's probably only one out of all those that I want to keep. The rest of them probably can
Yes,
go.
it's the Star Wars one. Yes, I know. The rest of them,
No,
if
the
they
Star
still...
Wars one, definitely keep it. But the other ones, there's one that's fully hacked out with like all the games on it. I want that one to stay.
Do you know which one it is?
I can
When
tell.
was the last time you touched it?
I can tell by looking at it. Most of the other Xboxes, if I still have the ones you talk about, won't even have a case on it. Those can go. The only thing good in those is, I would say the hard drive, but them hard drives are like 40 gigs at best. So unless they're
it doesn't matter because you're not going to
Sure.
take them apart and piece them out. It's just trash.
Okay,
It's
Shane,
all
we'll get started
trash.
now.
Hey, Shane, it's all garbage. All garbage.
All right, so Shane, since we haven't, I did check to see if y'all had a show Tuesday, just to be, I was like, I might miss it.
We did not.
Any word on your trailer there, Shane? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, we do have a dehumidifier down there, Will. And things were starting to get that white mold on it until we put the dehumidifier. And that has ceased to be a problem. So I do want to get all of that stuff pulled out and thrown out. And like some
cool
of the
as hell.
boxes that do have things in it that we want to keep, we can get fresh boxes for them.
Nice,
and
Shane.
get them up off the floor. I don't know if we can hose it down to clean it off.
No, I don't have any National Geographics from the 70s. I did have some really old cell phone stuff. I think that stuff was in storage, though, that was in Georgia, and all that got thrown away, so that's not there. I honestly don't know what's in a lot of those boxes.
Exactly. That means they can go in the trash.
But there's one gigantic box of like VCR tapes, and there's also a gigantic box of DVDs. The VCR tapes, the only thing about those is a couple of those, and I don't know which ones they are. Number one, I'd have to get a VCR just to check them. Have video of my dad and stuff on there because we had one of the really old camcorders that took full size VHS, and I would just take a movie and tape over the thing and then just use that tape and record over it. So I need to check them to see if it's something I need. You sent me a text with a picture. Uh-oh. He did send me a text with a picture. Oh, look at that son of a gun. That's a house, man. Look at the freaking awning on that thing. Can we show people, Shane? No, I don't want to show people and then you go, well, now everybody got to see it before I got to show it. Bullshit. 8.5 by 28 with a 24. Okay, here it is. Can you see it?
I don't see anything right now.
You will. It's 8.5 feet wide by 24 feet long.
Damn.
Or 28 feet, 8.5 feet wide, 28 feet long with a 24-foot awning, which basically would keep you from getting wet. That's huge. That's a big one right there.
So apparently an otter in California nipped a surfer on her foot and then stole her surfboard. There's a picture of the otter on the surfboard and she is in the water.
Oh, that reminds me. I got a text from Kroger saying my blood pressure medicine is ready to be picked up.
Yeah, weren't you just there last night?
Well, yeah, and they sent me the text today. Go figure. But it's so weird because my prescriptions used to be I'd pick them both up on the same day. Now they're like a month apart, and it throws me all off. I'm like, did I just go pick this up? Because I don't remember. I still need to order parts for my paramotor. I have not done that yet. I honestly, I'm probably gonna fix the net before I order new lines or a prop. I need to order a prop still. So other than that, that's all I need to do to fix my flying stuff. I got a nice flying suit now, thanks to Tony and Will. And but I need that stuff fixed before I can do anything. The net is gonna take me some time because I want to make sure it gets done right. I may even, after I get that net on there, may install some steel cables just to stiffen my frame even more, to make sure. But the main thing I'm going to have to do is just raise my line guides higher so that my cage can't flex, which it shouldn't have anyway. But I've had that thing a few years now, so there's a little bit of flex, just enough to cause it to hit the net, apparently. So. Now I'll buy another snake, save up for dart frogs and terrarium choices. Choice. Huh? What's a choice's choice?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if my sheets got delivered with a otter. I like otters.
Oh, yeah. There's not too many wild animals that she wouldn't take in if they came to our door.
You know, King Cobra, I would go with the dart frogs just because they're cooler and they're colorful. And you know, the dart frogs that we get aren't actually poisonous.
Oh, it's not
they're...
the ones that if you touch it, you die?
I mean, it's the same frogs, but they're not wild caught, so they don't have the same diet, and that's where their poison comes from, is from what they eat. So if they're raised in captivity, they're not poisonous.
Huh. What do you know? That's
so yeah,
where's
they're
my
just
file?
Dark frogs. Yeah.
RS, look at you. I didn't even see that.
You know, Shane, if an otter stole my surfboard, I'd let it because that would be adorable. I mean, she hung out and let him stay on the surfboard for like 20 minutes till he got bored.
This book bag.
You're right. I did take in Scuba. He's not a wild animal. I mean, sometimes I think he was raised by them. But then again, you know, you never know. His home training leaves a little bit to be desired. Yeah, I'm excited about going down there and just tossing shit. I am a hoarder of paperwork. I'm pretty sure all my tax stuff is in a plastic bin, so that's safe. But I know there are several boxes that had papers in them, old searches, stuff like that, that are trash. But I was looking for a dumpster, right? So I found, what is it, dumpsters by the day or dumpster for a day. It's 320 odd some dollars for a 12-yard dumpster, and you keep it for 3 days. But then I thought about, I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. They're disposable
Wire
dumpsters.
Optum right there. Wire Optum.
They're like, I'm talking. They're low and long, but Waste Management just picks up the whole thing and throws it off. They're $30 at Lowe's. But when you look into it, you have to arrange for them to come pick it up. And that part is $191. So it's still cheaper than a dumpster. I think that's the route we're going to go, but I really want to get all of the stuff that's getting thrown out. They don't take electronics either, so those we would probably have to take to the dump. So he ordered wire and left it sitting on the kitchen table.
Yeah, this is 250 foot of 26 gauge. Then I got 500 foot of 36 gauge, which doesn't even fit. It's so thin. This seems so small. Then I also got these little guys. And these are basically little line guides that you put on the wire, and it keeps them flat so that I could do like a 3-core Clapton and not have to worry about the wires twisting up, because this will keep them straight and it slides as I make the wire. So I will have to demonstrate this in the future, show y'all what these do. They're pretty cheap. I think they're like $4 a piece or something. So I will I'll make sure and see how many wires will fit in there so I know how thick the cord can be. But all you do is keep this slide near where you're making your wraps, and it'll keep all the wires flat so that you can't bundle up the wires on your core. I will do that, Harry. They weren't expensive, like I said, and Wire Optima had a 40% off sale, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some stuff at 40% off. Whenever they do that and I'm even close to low on wire, I just buy more wire. There's no reason not to. Yeah, record it all. You will be YouTube famous.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
You met Mr. Myers the other day. He says he knows you from Georgia. Mr. Myers. What? What kind of joke is that?
Whoosh.
Think he said his first name. I bet he did, Will, you son of a gun. Okay.
I thought you were going to say Kiz.
That makes more sense now that he puts what his first name was. You are not making me say that, but I got you.
They are definitely a project, Linda.
Oh my God, I barely put any liquor in that one because I was trying to save you some. That is freaking strong.
And you know, another thing, right? I don't know why this man cannot make himself something to eat without absolutely destroying my fucking kitchen. I don't get it. I really don't get it. He could be making ramen, and it seems like every pan in the house has been used. There's water all over the place, trash on the counter. I don't know how he does it. I really don't.
I can make a mess out of anything. Just give me a time.
I'm aware. Mm-hmm.
I can definitely make a mess.
It's a special skill that you have.
I have a special skill. You need me to make a mess at your place, just, give me some food and just be there, and it'll happen.
God forbid, don't let him fry anything, because it's gonna be on 11. He does right, his goal in cooking is to have it cooked as fast as humanly possible. He doesn't believe in cooking anything on like medium. I got spoiled on
microwaves. What can I say? I want it to cook fast.
No, he's cooking a hamburger. He's gonna cook that bitch on high, smoke the fucking house out. The inside is raw, the outside is charred, and there's grease everywhere. This motherfucker cooked a hamburger the other day. I come home, there's grease all over the stove, just a mess everywhere. And he's like, I tried to clean it up. I look down because I stepped in something, right? I'm like, did you drop a hamburger on the floor? And he's like, yeah, but I cleaned it up. With what? It was literally a hamburger-shaped glob of grease on the floor. It was perfectly shaped like a hamburger. Even had the little hamburger particles in it.
I forgot about that.
Made no effort whatsoever to clean it up. None.
It was so much cleaner than it was.
No,
to start off
he
with.
thinks the cleaning fairy is just going to come in the night and clean up behind him.
Yeah. Woo, man, that was funny.
He'd eat that in one sitting and then sit there and starve. Like, the only time when he was working from home, the only time he would call me to see what time are you coming home. Are you still alive? You didn't get abducted, did you? It's always, I'm hungry. Well, then fucking cook something. No, I'm going to sit here and starve until you come home.
If it says bake at 175 for 60 minutes, means you can cook it at 350 for 30 minutes, right? No, I wouldn't say that. I do know my mom did most of the cleaning at the house. I was never one of those where my parents were like, "Hey, go clean your room." I never had that happen when I was younger. I don't know if that makes me fortunate or disfortunate.
What, to go
Because
clean your room?
yeah,
Is that okay? Is that why every time I said you're the type of kid that your mom would find asleep in a pile of your toys, even messier than when she sent you in there because your mom never made you clean your room?
probably. So it's my upbringing. I just was not made to clean my room like that. So hopefully, if all that stuff comes from Amazon tomorrow, I'll be able to fix the port in my truck, cut the grass. We also need to till up all that ground that's back there at some point. The only part that's hard is the walkway running up to the basement because there's rocks in that dirt. But I think the dirt out where the hot tub is all clear. I could probably till that whole section, no problem. Put down the protective barrier and be mostly done with it, besides putting the filler on top of it. Now I got the hiccups.
I mean, yeah, forgot what I was going to say.
Ah, your Blue Star range. Nice. And Harry says it's his wife that makes the mess. You know, I get it. Sometimes I cook the stuff fast. I think it tastes better that way. Usually when I cook it slow, it gets all greasy and sloppy, and I don't like that. I want it crispy and cooked.
You know why it gets greasy when he cooks it slow? Because it's not all over my fucking stove. That's why. When he cooks it on high, I don't understand how you get so much grease out of the pan. He even uses a lid, or at least he keeps it in the vicinity of the pan. I've got no evidence he's actually put it on the pan. But,
you don't watch. How would you know?
Because I
parked
can't.
in the living room waiting for me to cook it.
I'm not gonna watch you cook because no, I hate it when you go in the kitchen and do stuff. Because great, you cooked. Thanks. Now I've got 3 times the mess to clean up. Perfect.
It's supposed to be cooked. I swear she just turned it full blast. That's why I cooked dinner for us both.
That's what she does, or he does, King Cobra. He just
I do not cook it at full blast. She's so full of crap. I'm letting her say this, but she's full of crap. I'm just letting y'all know. I never turn it to full blast ever.
When I cook, do I have to open the windows to let the smoke out of the house?
No, and we get to eat 2 hours later. It's awesome.
That's because that cooking takes time. It does not take me 2 hours to cook hamburgers. I mean, shit, when I go in there and cook hamburgers, he's like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were cooking." Will?
Oh my goodness.
Do you have a...
He has a thing for rear ends, doesn't he?
What's with all the butt jokes tonight?
Yeah, he's got a lot of rear end jokes there, Will. What's going on there? Something we need to know about? Okay, there you go. Well, I don't know if I'd say sour, maybe sore. Yeah. But he put sour, but yeah. Hello, CDC. How you doing?
Hi, CDC.
I see that Harbor Freight has put the, it's not CDC, I don't think, that wanted it, but Harbor Freight put the generators on sale again. The 5,000 watt is $7.99 again. I think even when the biggest sale happened, it was $1 cheaper. It was $7.98. So it costs $1 more now. Can't pay another dollar. I don't know what's wrong with you, but $7.99 is a good deal for that 5,000 watt generator with electric start. Or remote start, I should say, not electric start. They all have electric start, but that has remote start also.
He could build a fort out of Amazon boxes. Him and my boss, um, they love ordering electronic. At least he opens his. My boss just orders them and leaves random boxes laying around the
Oh my
office that he
gosh,
has to
yeah.
be.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about,
And you
CDC.
keep opening his stuff.
Yeah?
He doesn't seem to care either. I'm like, I don't know why he keeps opening your shit, but
Well, because I don't know if
he
it's
can't help
something.
himself.
You never know. It'll say his name on there, but it's meant for somebody else in the office, so I got to check it. I don't open it. Like the camera stuff that he got, I didn't open them. They're still
No, you
sealed.
didn't open them.
Well, there you go. That's all that matters. Right off Shane's grinder page. I believe that, Will. I believe that. That was the ex who got arrested.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, King Cobra.
Mm.
That's nice, Scott. I like that one.
See, we call that intent to distribute here in the States.
Oh my goodness. I bought an extra hydraulic closer thing for my screen door, and it still seems like it wants to hang when it closes. I think I know what it's catching on, and all I need really is a hammer and bang on where the actual seal closes for the latch, and it'll be fine. I'm just tired of.
I don't know what you're talking about, CDC. I don't remember saying anything about not recommending something.
I said I think about the recommend thing. I was talking about the generator.
Oh.
And I thought it was CDC that wanted it, but it was another nickname similar to that usually comes in the paramotor chat and was asking, let me know when it was damn, I can't think of his nickname. He wanted to know when the next time they put the CT Fly. That's why. It's not CDC Vintage, it's CT Fly wanted to buy the Predator 5,000 watt generator, and he kept saying, let me know when it's on sale, which I told him twice, and he didn't buy it either time. So I don't know if he ever ended up with one, but I keep trying to see when it goes on sale so I can let him know. Yeah, that's why. I'm sorry.
He's like, what did I recommend?
What did I recommend? I didn't recommend crap. That's bull. I didn't do that.
I don't remember what I said 10 minutes ago, so I have no idea. So my flavoring that I ordered last Friday is supposed to be delivered tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, we're going to have so many deliveries tomorrow. It's going to be hilarious.
So I will have, because I'm vaping Nilla Nuts right now, but I'll be able to make more of my pear claw once I get the right pear in. So
I saw that Will posted in the Southeast Paramotor group about Fly It for Gauge next year. The dates are already in there. That's pretty cool. Very nice post. That post obviously needs to be put on the main paramotor page and everywhere else, just so people know about it. But like Shane said, I think Shane's going to cap it at 100 people. So if you don't register in time, you might get screwed and not be able to go.
Yeah, because there was like 83 last year, wasn't there?
I don't remember. It was really high, way more than Shane thought was coming. A lot of people did show up. I mean, considering when we went the first time, there weren't that many, and then we went again when we drove ourselves, it was a lot of people there. That was awesome. But yeah, I can only see that event getting better and better each time. It's pretty cool. So if you're in the Florida area, y'all could come by, say hi. Just saying. Especially if I'm there. Who cares about Shane and Will, as long as I'm there. And Munchkin, Munchkin, yeah.
What?
If Munchkin's there, that's like a celebrity there. You get to
Shit.
see her pointy elbows and all.
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, you
Yeah.
know the elbows come out.
Not everybody gets to see the elbows.
Well, the good thing about it being in March is here in March it's still kind of cool. Down in that part of Florida, it's already getting pretty warm. Not
That's
hot,
not a
but
good
warm.
thing.
Yeah, it's the elbows. That's it. That's the thing.
I thought it was my sparkling fucking personality.
Well, this is the thing. Luckily, Munchkin is a lot shorter than I am. Otherwise, her elbows would be deadly to me at night. So it's a good thing her elbows can't reach high enough to poke me in the eye.
Look, y'all think I'm like mean and evil and bitchy, and you might be correct. However, I have a lot of people fooled because people keep bringing me alcohol. Somebody brought me roses and chocolate yesterday, and yeah, so people like me. I had one guy said he wanted to meet me to shake my hand and that I needed to go tell my boss how lucky he was to have me, so I forwarded him that fucking email.
Munchkin is short. Hence the name, John Q. But now the guy that brought you flowers and chocolate, I mean, come on. He's trying to suck up to get a job.
Yeah, I know.
So that gets
I
a
think
pass.
Armin likes me.
I'm not saying he doesn't like you. I'm just saying that he's sucking up right now. I bet you if he did get a job there, it wouldn't happen anymore.
I don't know. I think Jeff and his personalities are just too different.
CDC, I agree. She does.
Well, thank you, Linda.
She don't care either.
Armin is always at like 11 or 12. He's like super bubbly and gung-ho about everything, and Jeff is just like, eh.
Yeah.
So
he's not laid back with his mind on his money and his money on his mind.
he's laid back, but he's also not laid back. He's a strange character.
He was laid back, all right. Yes, he was falling asleep in a chair.
Well, it's because he's been. So he went home yesterday, right? Took a nap, then got up and left at 11 a.m. to drive to New Jersey. And then, right? He's supposed to be coming back tomorrow. And then he has to drive back to New Jersey Saturday night.
Correct.
So, yeah, he's tired.
Good one, King
Which is
Cobra.
concerning. I'm slightly too tall for a hobbit. I think you have to be under 5 feet to be considered a hobbit, and I do not have hairy toes. And Will, I am trying to be. Look, I have to behave myself all day. I have to be nice to some of the dumbest motherfuckers you're ever gonna encounter.
As she
And
swears
you
during
can
her
ask-
explanation.
You can ask him some of the stupid shit I have to deal with, and I have to smile and act like they're not dumb as fuck. And do you know how hard it is to explain simple concepts to people without coming across as patronizing and having the how stupid can you be dripping off your response? I have to do that every day. No, he went home from work, took a nap, and left at 11 at night and drove to New Jersey and got there at 5 a.m. this morning.
See? So she only cussed 3 times during that.
I don't shave my feet.
Oh, I've just gotten in a habit. I don't cuss nowhere. Now, I will say when pain's involved, all bets are off, because then cussing will come out, I'm sure.
Don't let him act like he's a fucking saint.
I'm not a saint. I wouldn't say that. I just don't.
Just one, King Cobra.
Sometimes, okay, there is an appropriate time to cuss. When you use it as your entire language, it really looks like low IQ, and that's the part that I don't like.
Well,
If you do not have a vocabulary
I
and
don't
you
have
use
a
cuss
low
words
IQ.
to fill in the stuff you don't know, then that's when it seems to be a problem.
Sometimes the only appropriate word is fuck, and it can be used in a variety
That,
of ways.
yeah, that
It is a most excellent
it can be a
modifier of the
verb, a
English
noun.
language. Yes.
It's got all it's got everything. So yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing it. His daughter is going to Princeton, and and then his other daughter is going to another college in the same general area, and they're both in sports. So he's been driving pretty much all over the country every fucking weekend. Um, yeah. Uh, I I can't CDC really because
I've
it
done.
probably won't make sense to you because you're not in the same business that I am. I will just say that the people that I'm talking to that have been doing the same thing that I do for years should know better. They should know the terminology. They should know what they're doing, how to do it, and that there's time frames for these things.
Or
Um,
what their job requires in general. They're like, oh, I didn't know I needed to do that. Well, duh. Who did you think was
right.
going to do it? They just want their check, and a lot of times they miss requirements that their job needs them to do,
Okay, so
and
here's the
then
thing.
they
Say
want.
you're buying a house, right? And there's a shitload of repairs that need to be done. And you have been told that your agent was told that the repairs were done on Monday. You're supposed to be closing on Friday. As a buyer, would you not assume that your agent would be going to check and make sure said repairs are done? Well, they didn't because they're going to wait till the walkthrough that they're doing half an hour before their scheduled closing time. And then they show up at closing and go, well, all these repairs weren't done. We need to escrow. First of all, you can't just escrow. I have to draft an escrow agreement. The lender has to clear it. There's more to it than just hold money. I'm like, okay, well, how much am I holding? Well, I don't know. I don't have estimates. Well, how the hell do you think that's going to work? You just want me to guess how much these repairs are going to cost? You need to get estimates. I can't. And then, or the people that are like, well, my people work till 7 o'clock at night.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
and I
whoa.
want to go home.
It might look like low IQ, but it's been proven that people who cuss have a higher IQ than average.
Yes, I've heard
What?
of that study as well.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay.
I'll find the study for you.
I'm not saying it's not true. I just prefer, I mean, of course I could cuss the entire
It's
show,
about
but
knowing when is acceptable.
and I don't think I need to most of the time. So
Oh, I
if
need
I
to.
feel like I need to throw one in there, I'll throw it in there. But I just watched a video by the sick guy giving the various uses. Nice.
Okay, here's an article that talks about the study. It's not the actual study, but it is a link to people discussing it.
I,
Oh, there is a link to the actual study too.
swearing is actual science of more intelligence, not less. Saying scientist. It depends on who they see. That makes no sense to me. That depends on who they surveyed. I don't think that's a overall.
Well, it has a
thing.
link. It has a link to the study too, and I imagine that there is some nuance to it. So you have to be able to know
Right, CDC.
when it's appropriate, right? Like I don't swear in front of my clients. Um,
What kind of
I
pants? Plumber
I
pants? I mean,
I know how to speak to them in a non-patronizing tone to try to explain things to them. Um, is that supposed to be the ding from the coins?
I think that's the coin grab. Dinim.
I don't know. I don't watch The View,
The
John.
View said it's true.
But
Wow.
there is a link to the actual study in that article. So
The View.
do with it what you will, but
yeah.
yeah, yeah, I don't understand. Okay, you're buying a house, right? And they want to set the closing date out for less than 30 days for some weird reason. Why are you going to email me and go, we're going to be out of the country? Then why did you agree to close on that day if you're not even going to be here? Or sellers, well, I'm going on vacation. Well, I don't know what to tell you then, because I don't care. I can't do your paperwork 3 days after I get the contract because you're going on vacation. Sucks to be you. They'll just have to wait till you come back. Or the people that, when I ask them for their information to get the payoff, I actually had one guy say, isn't that what I'm paying you for? To be psychic? No, that's not what you're paying me for. I don't have access to your social and your loan number. I need you to give that to me.
Victor said,
I don't.
Vacation sounds exciting. Where are you planning on going? Like, really?
Yeah, who wound her up? It just every single day. Or why I keep getting contracts over and over where the property is owned by a trust, and I have these people that go, well, they've got power of attorney. Great, you can't use it. You cannot use a power of attorney for a trustee. It doesn't work that way. You can't do it.
This is the way she talks at work all day, just so y'all know.
No, I don't. Kind of. Sort of.
Kind of?
A little less cussing.
This is the thing.
Well, you better set up your closing to sell your house on November 4th.
This is the way I see it. When I was younger, all I did was break the law, break the rules, or break the law.
Breaking the law.
I am trying to not be that way in my later years. That's all.
I broke the law too. I just never got caught. I was a better criminal than you.
Look, I'm smart. There you go, RS. I like it. That's funny. Yeah, and Shane's going on his singles cruise. Tell me how that works out for you there, Shane. You know, they usually on well, I don't know about on the cruise boats you're going, but I know most of the cruises I've been on, there is a nude deck. Nude deck, DECK. Just so we're, you know,
I mean, they're
on
nude,
the same page.
Thing, right?
So, I've never been to that. Mainly because I was probably with my wife at the time, so I couldn't go.
I can guarantee you the people that are up on that nude deck are not the people you want to see on a nude deck.
Oh, your daughter's going with you. You know what? That's awesome, Shane. I think that'll be a great trip for both of you guys. I wasn't sure if your daughter was going. I didn't want to throw it out there and say, hey, he's got, you know. But yeah, that's cool. Breaking the law. My past is not sparkling clean. I guarantee that. But and you know, some people think that people can't change, but I know per my life it is a possibility. It can be done.
You just got too old to run.
I'm not too old to run.
Your body can't handle.
Can't run anymore. You gave it up because you can't run. There you go. Your past does not define you, I guess, is what you're pretty much saying, Bill. I agree with that. I think you can always be a better person in the future. You can always change and be a better person. And
everything about your past defines who you are in one way or another. It creates the person you are. All experiences, good or bad.
I really like the whole phrase, you know, treat others like you would like to be treated. I like believing in that. whether
That's
they're
that's not the phrase, but that's the gist behind it. Yeah.
that's the gist behind it. That's what I mean. So I like doing
Well,
that. I like to treat people
congratulations,
like
CBC.
like to be treated, and there you go. And if they still want to be an asshole, then there you go. See, that was warranted right there. So, because
I mean, I had one guy that was extremely hostile to me, and my reaction was to tell him, I can completely understand if you'd like to discuss with your agent how this is going to work. That's perfectly fine. I do need this information. We can't close until I get it. It's up to you on how you want to get it to me. And he immediately calmed down. He must have apologized, you know, 1,000 times. He even, when he met with my boss to sign his paperwork, told him to apologize to me. But the guy was old and
I
very sad because he was selling the house that him and his wife planned to
I
live
gotta
in for the
throw
rest of their life.
myself. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus right here.
Okay.
You know, when we went to this last fly-in, Shane was there and Will was there. Thank you. And I used Shane's shower because Shane has a very nice outdoor shower that is better than the one we can use at the airport. So I used Shane's shower. I did not realize that when I left Shane's shower, I dropped my drawers on the ground. So all I heard was Scuba. I was like, what?
Come get your
Come
drawers.
get your drawers. And I thought he was messing with me. I really did not know that I dropped my drawers on the ground. My drawers were on the ground. The proof was right there. And I was like, damn, how did I drop my drawers? So yeah, there you go. I threw myself under the bus.
I did. I forgot about that. That's funny. He does yell talk to everybody. He's loud.
Okay, I do, and that's because my mother was hard
Don't
of hearing.
blame it on
So
your mother.
at a younger age, I would always have to speak louder so that my mother could hear me, and it never went away. My voice has been loud ever since I had to bring my voice up so that she could hear me. It just stayed there, never went back down. That Scuba could have waited till I was done with my shower. That's funny. And Shane got to fly this time, which is amazing. I don't know if Shane, I'm pretty sure Shane got to see the bayside and the ocean side, so he got to experience what I wanted him to the first time he came. And it's pretty cool to be able to go up, especially if we could have got some low flying clouds right there, just some little puppy ones, just to fly really close to those. That's pretty cool, but I don't think we got that this time. Not unless you went up really high, and I wasn't doing that. So, but I end up flying up to both sides this time also.
So I have a question for Will.
For Will, okay.
So I saw inside your trailer when I let Yevy out. Was it last year?
Was you inspecting his trailer?
I mean, yeah, I was peeking in it.
Damn, she.
Where is your shower, dude? How? I didn't see a spot in there where you could shower and not get everything wet. Or you got it tucked away somewhere.
Does Will have a hidden shower, or does he just not shower?
I didn't smell
I would
him.
assume he's got a
He
shower.
looks clean when he comes out of the camper at 3 in the afternoon.
That's what he does all morning. He's in there wiping himself down with a wet rag.
Taking a cat bath.
Yeah.
With a wet washcloth.
Little puppy clouds. Just happy little mistakes, Scott. Just happy clouds.
Do you know Bob Ross was in the Marines? He was a drill sergeant.
He was a drill sergeant?
Yes.
Now that's
yes,
funny. Could you imagine Bob Ross as a drill sergeant? You take your little happy ass and get out there on that line.
And they're cleaning your weenie.
Cleaning my weenie. There you go, Will. He showers at the same place Scuba takes a shower. Okay, he just does it when nobody's looking. Gotcha.
I didn't see him go over
We
there.
never
though.
saw Will take a shower. I have no idea when he does it. He is very incognito about it. Can't keep nothing a secret. Yeah, Will.
I mean, I know you got a toilet because you said you got your water tanks. I mean, maybe you have a toilet.
Not that he has
I'm
to. He
assuming you
doesn't
have a-
announce when he comes out of his van. He's like, "Hey, I'm out." So he'll just come out of his van, then sneak over to Shane's little cubby hole. We don't know he's over there, and then he probably showered, came back,
Yeah, but when
changed clothes, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm
out and leaves Yuvie in there, she's gonna let people know about it.
Oh, Yuvie, yeah. Yuvie and Will are inseparable. That dog just stares at Will like, "What are you gonna do next? What's next? What are we doing?"
What are we doing?
Yeah. Scott sent an attachment. Let's see what Scott sent me. Oh no, he sent something from Bob Ross.
Okay, let's make some happy little clouds. You little motherfucking cat.
What? That's got to be AI. Did you hear Bob Ross cussing?
Oh, it restarted and muted it. There we go.
Oh, well,
Motherfucker! You little motherfucking cat.
Yeah, it's got
fuck
that
outta here.
Sora thing, and I think
Yeah,
Sora is a AI thing.
I'm pretty sure that's got to be AI. I don't think Bob Ross would say that, but that's funny. There's a lot of videos. I was like, man, if that was only real, even that raccoon one that jumped after the fake Halloween decoration.
I mean, it's
I
still
wish
funny.
it was real, but it's fake.
We're allowed to laugh at it. Just
Yeah.
it's fake. Will likes being stalked. He loves it. I'm sure there was.
Yeah. I don't doubt that at all, Will. When he's off camera, there's no telling what he's really like. But
I mean, he was a drill sergeant. We watched some documentary on Bob Ross, though, and the people that he was in business with, they were some shisty motherfuckers, though. They basically railroaded his entire estate. Yeah, it was quite interesting. Yeah.
why does that flood look so similar to what our front yard looked like?
That's why I chose that picture. Get off there. Yes, he is dead.
Yes, Bob Ross is no longer with us.
Um,
Which I got to admit, guys, to me, it's really weird seeing all the celebrities you grew up with pass away while you're still alive.
well, because we're getting older, and they were older.
I mean,
than us.
eventually it'll be our time, right? But you know, all the big time celebrities that we
You're
knew
dead, but
are
it's not a
dying.
mistake. Just a happy little accident. Yeah, Ace Frehley died yesterday.
It should be enough for Will. Yeah, Will will only
Diane
need
Keaton.
60 gallons of that, Shane.
Can you
so
not, please?
you'll still
how are
have
you-
5 gallons for your shower.
What? Oh, well, yeah, I do use a lot of water because I got a lot of hair. It takes a while to get
Well,
wet.
they had Bob Ross Chia Pets. They had Bob Ross toasters. You name it. I bet now they're probably worth more money. But see, and that's the thing with stuff I got in the basement. Probably some of it's worth money. I don't know if I'd ever get to the point of selling it. So what do you do? Just trash it? I guess.
Yes.
So
Yes, that's what you do. He's alive. He's just holding his breath, and he holds the world record as of today.
the only thing I'm kicking myself about is back in the early 90s. I think it was the early 90s when Bitcoin was not very popular. I actually set up one of my computers to farm Bitcoin. And I think I had 3 or
believe they call
4
it
Bitcoins.
mining.
And I saved them into a wallet with this gigantic key that's like a page long of encrypted code. That's the only way to unlock that wallet. And guess what? I lost it. So I don't have that Bitcoin anymore. That could be
Yes.
worth a lot of money now. There's
Was a-
no way. It might be on a computer that's down there. It's possible, but I doubt it. But that would be nice if I could reclaim
Yeah,
that
was it-
Bitcoin.
It's called Buckeye Honey Badgers. He's got several of them. I follow him on TikTok, and they are adorable.
They're gonna stop making pennies. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I heard that too. Apparently, pennies and I think nickels cost more to make than they're worth.
that's fine.
So they're just gonna stop making them and keep the ones we're currently
As long
using
as
in
they don't switch
circulation.
over to no money whatsoever, and you have to use whatever system they force upon you, especially a chip they have to embed into you, I'm not
We'll be
doing it.
dead
I
before
will
that
die
happens, but-
first. Not doing it. If
Yeah,
they
I
have to
don't.
put
I
a
mean, I don't have a
chip
problem
in
with
me
anything.
to scan to be able to pay for stuff, I'm not doing it.
Again, we'll be dead before that's a thing.
Well, I hope so, because I will not do it. I'll move to the sticks out in the country, and I will become a full-time camper.
Why? You do not need to be up in my
That
face.
cat is like, "How you doing?" Your phone's already doing it. Yeah, you're right, Will. It is. I'm just saying, if it switches over to just that, yeah. So you own some Bitcoin, Shane? You know,
Look, she sneaks up here like I don't fucking notice her squatting on my boobs.
well,
That's not a cat
it's
shelf.
nice when your boobs are big enough to make a shelf. Apparently, her boobs are shelf worthy.
That would explain where the big ass bruise I have on my boob came from.
See, Linda, I don't really agree with that. Cash should be taken everywhere. Now, I understand that they probably don't want to keep cash in there to avoid being robbed. That makes sense. But if they're just
Who
not
the
taking
fuck's gonna
cash,
rob
'cause-
a dermatologist office?
right? Well, you never know. My job
That's
got
not
robbed.
usually. That's not usually a target.
My job got robbed, but my boss was openly showing that we took cash. That was a bad thing. I wasn't there when it got robbed. When I called them on the phone, they were telling me all this stuff, and I didn't believe them. And they were like, "No, yeah, you need to come back in. We just got robbed."
What I have
like,
a problem
"What?"
with is not that they don't take cash, but if I want to pay using a credit or debit card, I have to pay a convenience fee.
Yeah,
No, because now you're literally inconveniencing me because you're charging me to pay you. So fine, if you won't take cash, do not pass that fee on to me. You'll pay that because that's a decision that you made. You're just gonna stay up there, huh? Just completely happy.
3%. So they
Just-
did charge you 3%. Yeah. See,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
that's bullcrap.
They would have been carrying me out of that dermatologist office because I would have had a problem with that.
I
not
remember
gonna
when they
charge
first started
me
doing
extra
that
to pay
debit
you.
card thing, and they were like, well, at first they were okay with it. Then they want to charge you a convenience charge to be able to use your debit card. Then they started saying, well, you have to purchase this much before we won't charge you. Now they went back to the whole, we're going to charge you this much percent. And I call bullcrap on that.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it as long as I have the option to pay cash. If you
Right.
take that away from me, then why should I have to pay extra fees to pay you via your preferred payment method? You're requiring me to spend more money, and that's bullshit.
We
At
went
least fucking hide it in the charge so I don't notice.
We went to the seafood festival on Wednesday, which is all you can eat seafood. No, Vector. Vector
What's he saying
said
now?
it sounds like I'm really frustrated. Do I want to talk more about it?
Aw.
Vector's trying to give me the heart-to-heart talk right now. But so we went to the seafood festival Wednesday, which is all you can eat seafood, which is basically clams on the half shell, fried oysters, fried scallops, hush puppies, fish,
Clam
Hawaiian
fritters.
shrimp, regular steamed shrimp, barbecue, ice cream, cake,
Clam fritters.
mini beers, clam fritters,
Hush puppies.
and also cocktails. So you could just go up there and say, "Hey, I want bourbon and Coke," and they would make it.
They'll let you put cheese
unlimited.
on it now.
So it was all unlimited.
And here's the weird part, right? Say you go up to the hush puppy line. You can't get 2 trays of hush puppies, but you can go up and go, "Give me 2 bourbon and Cokes," and they'll slam them buckers down on the table for you.
That is weird. Yeah, you can't get food twice, but you can get all the liquor you want double.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did every time I went up to the cocktail. I was like, yeah, well, no, I didn't even ask her the first time. I said, "I like bourbon or Coke." Bourbon and Coke. She goes, "1 or 2?" 2. So, and then from then on, it was 2 every time.
So the last time I went and grabbed him a drink, right?
Oh, Lord.
So the one lady was helping me, and then she disappeared, and some older lady came up, and she said, what was it? What are you getting again?" So I said, "Bourbon and Coke," right? "No, they're not watered down." And she she came up and set the cups down in front of me, and she goes, "What did he want it mixed with?" And this was like a half a cup of bourbon. And she looks down and looks up at me, and she goes, "I didn't realize there wasn't a stopper on the bottle." And I said, "I don't think he's going to mind." She said, "Good, because I didn't want to mess anybody up." It was a half a cup of bourbon.
That was the strongest damn drink I've had in a long time. That was almost just straight bourbon. She might as well have filled that whole cup with straight bourbon, because it was something serious.
So I don't get those because I detest Jim Beam, and that's what they use, which is nasty.
They can't charge a fee in New York. Nice, Harry.
So no, they have something called a Guinea Gotcha that's got
Guinea Gotcha.
grapefruit juice and something else and vodka. That's what I was drinking. I had 8 of those.
I
But then
had
they have
8
beer.
bourbon and Cokes. 8 bourbon and Cokes.
No, they don't water them down. These are not bars. These are volunteers.
I did let Munchkin drive home. I didn't drive.
Just a shitload of bottles of liquor.
Even though I was probably okay to drive, I let Munchkin drive us home. Because she only had the Guinea Gotchas, which, if it has any alcohol in there, it's a splash at best.
Oh, I was kind of buzzed.
Well, I know that last drink I had was strong. Strong. So I didn't want to drink that, and then it all of a sudden hit me while I was going down the road. So
right.
Look, we stayed there for a while after they had already stopped the bars anyway. We still sat there and chat for a while before we left.
We got an invite to go see a band tomorrow that starts at 9. Kinda, Scott. I wouldn't say it was enough Coke. There was some in it.
Yeah. How much is the buffet? I think they're $75 a ticket.
Yeah, the tickets are $75, but you can drink and eat from 3 o'clock to 7:30 unlimited.
Yeah. And the food is very good. The hush puppies is what I kept going back for over and over again. Hush puppies are so good.
Fresh right there in front of you.
Yeah.
So the scallop line was unusually short this time, but it's all like fresh scallops. They're frying them right there in front of you.
Yeah, the fried scallops line is usually really long, but this time it was not. It was actually the hush puppy line that stayed pretty long, which it does not surprise me. And they also have French fries. They got a line for French fries. So there's a lot of different lines that you can get into. And the lines move really quick because they basically fill up a tray, hand it to the person, move on.
Think of like a large oval, like the size of your local racetrack. And all along the outside, they have little tiny wooden huts. So every one of those wooden huts has a different thing, whether it be beer or the hush puppies or the French fries. And then at one end is where they have the stage. And
Not bad if the drinks are unlimited. Yeah, tell me about it, Scott.
yeah,
And then
they
the
do
cops
it.
wait for you when you leave. Well, they didn't this time, which has surprised me.
It is a lot, John Q, but all the proceeds go to charity. It's the Ruritan Club that puts it on.
Yep.
And we don't pay for the tickets. My boss does. So
Bingo. So we went there for free, even though the tickets do cost $75. Our boss pays that $75. So
and I told him, don't you worry, we will get your money's worth.
and we do. If it wasn't for the liquor I drank, the food covered it for sure. I ate plenty. I drank plenty. And then if you had Munchkin onto it, we got our money's worth. Yeah.
Yep.
They had a live band there playing all kinds of music this time. A man and a woman were singing. The woman did most of the singing. The guy sang a few songs, but the woman sang most of the songs, which are all
they
good
did a
songs.
lot of early 70s music.
Yeah.
So it was a good time.
Next
It was
time I'm
outside,
there,
the
I'll
weather
let
was
you
nice.
take me there. They only do it twice a year, Will.
Well, most of it probably, but they
The
do
one
some.
in the springtime, it's honestly too hot. You would die because you're out in the sun unless you can get a nice table under one of the canopies, which
You got to get there early.
you
to
got
get
to be
under the
really
canopy.
early to do that. So we brought our own table and chairs. We were out in the sun, but it wasn't for long because the shade started kicking in like 20 minutes after I was sitting there. So that wasn't bad, but otherwise, that's why we go to this one because it's already cooler outside. We go to the fall one, I should say, instead of the
They didn't play any
spring.
Captain and Tennille, but they played a lot of Chicago, and they played not disco, but like R&B. No, I wouldn't even say R&B. Um, like uh, my brain has just gone completely blank.
And then when they go off stage, because they would
yeah,
take
like Donna
breaks,
Summer type stuff.
they would play like the cha-cha slide or the electric slide or something. But yeah. Oh, it's after 10 already? Dadgum, guys.
Yeah. You could tell when the drinks started kicking in because people. Now this is over in Gloucester, so the people over there are. There's a lot of young folks wearing trucker hats and camo, and trying to act all hard until about halfway through when the drinks started kicking in, and then they're over there doing the cha-cha slide in line.
All right.
They sang lots of stuff, Junk You. I know Chicago isn't disco.
Oh, okay, guys. I know, right, John? Right? Sorry, Scott. It is time for
They're
us to
just
get
gonna
off
let
here.
you keep going.
I'm surprised it's 10 o'clock already, honestly. But yeah, I'm tired. We got a lot to do tomorrow, so I don't want to stay up too late tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna get off here at our normal time. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe out there above all else. I hope
Wish me
everybody
luck on
stays
getting
healthy.
rid of half
Hello,
this shit in the
timekeeper. There he
basement.
is, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Timekeeper's always there. Good night, everybody. We'll catch y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace out, everybody.